Okay, so this is the part that I'm always a little bit nervous about. Um, I have to sign my prints, and modern photographic prints, you actually have to use like an old inkwell and you know, dip the pen in there like this, and because that's the only thing that'll stick to it. Ballpoint, felt tip, nothing else works. So I have to do it this way. The other thing I'm a little nervous about is my handwriting is terrible. Um, I wish it wasn't. Sometimes I can do an okay job, but boy, I have to think about it, or I have to be in the right headspace or something. Um, but yeah, you get the idea. You get one take at this, and you can mess up a print if the ink blobs up on the print, or bleeds, or runs, or whatever you want to call it. I've done that more than once, messed up a print doing that. So that's a bummer. But I'm doing this pretty carefully. I just don't know if it's going to be the best looking signature ever made. But this is, I don't know, it's still kind of fun. Like it's the little final touch to finish up a print. This one was part of my reenactor series. I was pretty happy with it. I saw this woman, and she was the ticket seller for a makeshift movie theater where they were showing movies from the 40s, and they would show them all weekend, and then they would go home to their normal lives, and they would come back next weekend and do the same kind of thing. Reenactors oftentimes will reenact battles, but they also do stuff like this, where they just reenact some normal everyday life from a different era. It's kind of surreal. When I saw it, I immediately thought of Edward Hopper, which is not a surrealist, but it struck me as surreal. It kind of reminded me of a Hopper, but there were these reflections in the window of like cars and airplanes and military stuff, so that it looked like this woman wasn't selling tickets to a movie, but instead she was selling tickets to this bizarre experience where you walked into a world that was partly 1943 and partly modern day, and not really 100% either one. I shot about, God, I don't know, hundreds of images of this little funny little subculture. So I titled this one. "Buy the Ticket, Take the Ride," because that's kind of how I felt about it. I bought in, and I spent time around them, and I came away with this project. Whew. Not too bad. Could be worse.